Good morning, everyone. It's Heather Cournoyer from Think Insure, your commercial insurance expert. And we're here today to talk to Jonathan Akel, the owner of Emerald Hills Eye Care. It's been open for 2 years. The anniversary was just before they had to close down, or just after. Which one was it, John?
Just before.
Okay. Anyways, John, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
We're going to do a couple of maybe if you have any questions to ask about insurance, I'm happy to answer them. And then maybe we'll talk a little bit about your business and what's been happening for you. So
Absolutely.
Do you have any questions for me this morning?
For sure. So I think the biggest one so far, I know we've kind of chatted about this a bit privately, but business interruption insurance. I know that's been a big one, especially in my industry. Just talking with colleagues on various forums that I'm on. We've been struggling to get anywhere with it. Yeah. And is that going to change, or what's kind of the reasoning behind all that?
Well, business interruption is what we call a follow form. So in order for the business interruption to kick in, there has to be a physical loss to the plant or to the factory or to the office. In other words, damage that is fire, flood, where you have to close. And as a result, you lose income. Now, there are always exclusions to all policies, and anything to do with spores or mold, or anything where there's no physical damage to the building itself or the contents, the coverage doesn't kick in. It's very similar to, say, a homeowner's policy. Everybody knows if your house burns down, they're going to put you up somewhere. No, your house doesn't burn down, they're not going to pay for your vacation somewhere else, okay? Sure. Now, in terms of will that change? Let me ask you this question then. How much would you pay? What percentage of your revenue would you pay to have insurance for a pandemic?
I mean, now going through this, I don't know if I can necessarily give you a percentage, but I'd certainly be willing to pay. Okay. So, I mean, industries are changing all over the place, so I imagine insurance is going to follow suit, and there will be changes moving forward. Yeah. But I would be more than happy to pay an extra premium to ensure that coverage moving forward. Okay.
Well, and that's the thing. Insurance companies haven't been collecting a premium for a pandemic. And if they don't collect the premium, they obviously don't have the money to pay for it.
Right.
But that was a really good question, and that's been floating around, and there are already lawsuits starting to challenge the wordings. So It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the end.
For sure.
That's a really good question.
Kind of touching on that same point, would it, like with us, it was a government mandated closure. So would that also play into effect, or is it, I mean, I know again it comes to wording, but.
Yeah, well, and there is an extension in most policies to cover a certain time period for civil or municipal or federal mandated closures. And again, that depends on the policy.
Correct, okay.
Perfect, those are two really good questions, John.
Well, thank you. I tried really hard for you this morning.
Pardon?
I tried really hard for you this morning.
Well, you did good. And that's a question that a lot of people are going to want to hear the answer to. So thank you so much. So you had to shut down during COVID. Have you been able to do anything in terms of the business that you may not have had time to do before?
Oh, big time. I mean, if anybody knows me, I work about 70 hours a week. So free time is a luxury, that's for sure. So I knew I wouldn't have that kind of free time ever again, probably, hopefully not. But I had a long list of to-dos that I finally got around to doing. One of the biggest ones for me was applying or getting the kind of movement forward with our net care access. So what net care access allows us to do as optometrists is order blood work, view all your lab results, test results, all that sort of stuff, which is pretty important for being a comprehensive facility. So to my best knowledge, I don't think anybody in Sherwood Park or any optometrists can access net care yet. So it's like a 60-page document just to get the ball rolling. So it takes quite a bit of time. So I finally got the ball rolling on that. Hopefully we'll have access pretty soon. So that's one of the biggest things. And then otherwise, just kind of revamping things, going through inventory and seeing what needs to be changed, and actually having time to take into account what's been kind of moving, what's working here. So you actually have time to sit down and see what is working in your business and what isn't. So I say take advantage of that time, because you're never, hopefully, not going to get it again.
Good for you. That's fantastic. And I know you've been helping out some other business owners in the community as well. And thank you for that. That's fantastic.
Absolutely. Our pleasure. We're in this together.
So when do you have an opening date? What's happening going forward for you?
Today is actually our big reopening date. So hopefully we'll see what the kind of public's perception is, but we've taken all obviously measures to protect ourselves, our staff, and our patients in the office. So we'll be resuming routine care starting today, and then kind of see how things play out moving forward.
Excellent. Well, I know I had to cancel my appointment.
You sure did.
Lovely glasses that absolutely everybody loves. However, I did see another pair that I got my eye on.
We're going to get you in it. Don't you worry.
Okay, lastly, is there anything special that you would like to share about Emerald Hills Eye Care that you would like people to know?
For sure. Yeah. So we've kind of pushed forward with our dry eye clinic. So we were one of the first in the Sherwood Park area to start kind of more of a dedicated dry eye treatment room or dry eye therapy program. So we have some specialized equipment here that allows us to kind of diagnose things a little bit more advancedly and treat it appropriately versus just the typical over-the-counter eye drops that we're doing. So we're doing a lot more advanced treatments here. Part of the access to net care, for example, would allow us to make eye drops from your blood. So different cool things that we'll be able to be doing that not many other offices can. So we're looking forward to that.
Fantastic. It sounds like you are not just on point, you're ahead of the game in terms of some of the services you can offer, and prepped and ready to go.
Well, we try to be our best. We're here for the community. I mean, we love what we do. So we're always pushing the boundaries.
Awesome. Jonathan, I just want to thank you so much for agreeing to meet with us today. I want to wish you all the very best going forward. And I imagine I'll be seeing you soon, as well as many other people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for having us today, Heather.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye now.